Morning, folks. Welcome to the Goalie Lama's channel, where I do some various videos on bushcrafting, my Sienna minivan camper, some emergency preparedness kind of stuff, and generally having fun messing around with the YouTube. So thanks for looking in. Haven't been posting much because haven't been too inspired to do anything really, and life gets kind of busy, and still working full time and cruising towards retirement maybe in a few months, and so I really haven't been throwing anything up there of any significance. I got a nice camping trip coming up in about 2 or 3 weeks to Blue Springs State Park in Florida, and then a couple trips planned out in the future. But yeah, the weather's cooled off here. It's 76 degrees right here on the Space Coast, and almost no humidity. It's beautiful. So I figured, I don't know, just mix it up a little. I've shown pretty much all I can about the van at this point, until I start doing some more modifications, which I'm planning. But so today I'm going to show a little bit of my cutlery and things that I figure I, as a camper, need and like to use for camping tasks, things to do out in the woods, and maybe a little bit of self-defense. And in no particular order, I'll begin. Everybody in the woods needs some kind of an axe. I have a hatchet. It's the S-Twing hatchet, and it's a nice little item. Gets the job done nicely for me. It's not too heavy. It's not too difficult to use. It's pretty easy to keep sharp with this sharpening stone I have here. So it's had a little bit of use since I've had it, and I'm having a lot of fun with it, and it's effective. So that's the axe. And then I have this nifty little Nordic pocket chainsaw, which is kind of a fun thing to do. You can throw it up over a branch of a tree and hack it down, or cut something up. It's a hand chainsaw with actual chain blades, and I got a little thing, a little diamond sharpener to keep those sharp, and that's fun to use too. Plus it's good exercise for an old guy. Keeps the skinny little biceps pumped up. Then one of my favorite things is this Gomboy saw. This thing just blazes through everything. It's the Silky Gomboy 240. And it unfolds right out. It's got some scary teeth on it. And it really does the job. But it's boring to see people saw things up, so you're just going to have to believe me that it works well. And I like that. It's a great piece of equipment to have with me on a camping trip, or even around the house to prune my bushes and stuff like that. Then of course the classic Victorinox Swiss Army blade. I have the Farmer's Alox X. what's nice about this one is that it has the awl that comes out of the front of the knife instead of the side. And it's got all the little attachments you would expect. You know, it's got the blade. I keep that thing super sharp. It's got screwdrivers on it. It's got the scissors, which is a nice feature. Flathead with a can opener, bottle opener. It's got a little flathead with a can opener. And then it's got this very handy little saw, which is also works great. I mean, if I'm somewhere and I want to clear out a few branches or stuff like that, I can do that quickly with this. Or cut up some little pieces of wood so I can make some toggles. Nice little knife. And then I have my large Holtzman Gorilla Fireline knife. It's got the 1095 high carbon steel. It's great for batoning. Can make fire sticks with it too. Pretty easy to keep sharp. It's good for food prep. Cuts anything really. Got a nice lanyard on here so that I can adjust it to my hand so that it doesn't slip off. I made a slip knot with 2 little diamond knots at the top. Pretty easy to make. A lot of YouTube videos about how to make lanyards out there. But it keeps this nice and tight onto my hand and easy to, you know, part of the self-defense package too. Comes with a nice Kydex sheath, as you could hear. It locked right in. It's got a nice belt attachment that's adjustable on the back. And it also comes with this handy ferro rod. And the back of this knife works well to strike sparks. And it also comes with a little striker. So you can definitely work up some sparks with that. Yeah, let me show you. I'm not gonna start a fire here in the living room. There you go. A couple sparks after you warm it up a little bit. Nice little tool to have on the road. And this was a great purchase. This is my bigger blade. And then recently, just a couple days ago, as a matter of fact, as a result of a review, I'd been looking at this knife, the Backcountry Offline Knives Backcountry in the coyote color. And the Calculated Survival guy, I'll put a link to I'll reference his YouTube channel. He does a lot of great hard tests on knives, so I don't have to wreck my own knives testing tip strength and bendability and stuff. I mean, I'm an old guy. I'm going to use them, but I'm not going to really probably beat the crap out of them too much. But it's always nice to know the capabilities of a knife. So I watched his video and I ordered this knife, and it's a really quick release little tool, fire sticks, food prep, self-defense, anything you can think of. Came out of the box, razor sharp. There's still a few hairs on it from my little hair test. I don't know if you can see them, you probably can't, but this thing is super sharp. Nice Kydex sheath with an adjustable belt buckle. You can undo these screws here and make it side carry or a back carry if you're out in the woods. It's just a little smaller version of a fixed blade knife. It's a little easier to carry when I'm wandering around. And it also is good at striking. The fire rod. And I wouldn't recommend doing that in the house too much, but I don't have a tinder bundle that's sitting there hanging around waiting to burn the place down. It's just a couple of little sparks for this demo. So that's pretty much my cutlery setup. And yeah, it costs a little money, but you know, if you're gonna do something right. And these are tools that you need when you're out camping. You know, I like to have all these things, and I like to keep them sharp too. So I have a full set of sharpening stones that I bought a long time ago for my kitchen knives, because I like my kitchen knives to be sharp. But some things for quick sharpening. These knives, and some sharpening out in the field. I have this super nice DMT diamond stone. I'll put a link to these things in the description of the video. And I do have an Amazon affiliate account, which really doesn't make me any money, but whatever. I don't care where you buy them, but this is a diamond stone, and you don't use any oil on it or anything. You can use some water. It's super heavy, and it works great. It's a great stone for beginners to sharpen. Lots of sharpening demos out there on YouTube too. I'm just going to show you what I use. For my axe, I have this puck. I can also use it for a knife, but it's got a 180 grain on one side and a 320 on the other. And so if I want to quickly sharpen up my knife, I carry that in my gear bag. I have this Falk knife in D2. Comes in a nice little leather case. It has the, if I can get it out of here, it has the diamond side. And it's got the stone side. And I use a little oil on the stone side. I have some food grade oil for sharpening knives that I like to use, because I do food prep too when I'm out there in the camping world. There's nothing worse than having a dull knife when you need to do something. So these tools are essential to me. And then when I ordered the off-grid knife, the Cryo D2 steel on this baby, the backcountry Coyote. I also picked up one of these little multi-sharpening tools for 20 bucks. And let me read it so I don't forget, being a space shot. I admit to some weed use in my youth. Of course, it's been over almost 35 years since I've done any of that stuff, but I got to admit that I did try it and I did not exhale. So hence I gotta read this. It's got a ceramic V-slot. It's got the tungsten carbide V-slot. It has a grooved ceramic stone for a quick knife, quick edge. It's got this sweet diamond rod, which I can use to sharpen the chainsaw with, or any serrated knife that I have. So that's great. I can also use it on my Gomboy saw if I need to, but I'll probably get something special for that. And it's come with the ubiquitous bottle opener, which most campers need, and a nice little lanyard hole. Oh, and I neglected to say that the Falk knife in D2 also has a little, comes in a nice leather case, and you can do a quick strop with it. So you can use that for a stropping tool and make sharp even sharper. Pretty cool. So this has been a gear demo. I don't know if you find it interesting or not. It's kind of what I do. It's hobby-ish type stuff as I prepare to wander off into the wilderness after retirement and hopefully not get too lost. And anyways, thanks a lot for watching. It's a super nice day out down here, so I'm gonna get outside and remind everybody to send positive vibes for peace in the Middle East. It's hard to find peace in this world sometime, but we got to do it, and we got to bring it to the people that we know and love and come in contact with every day in this world. So anyways, I appreciate you watching this video. Enjoy the day. Have fun. Walk around, look around, fart around. Peace.